afternoon, guys, or good morning, depending on what part of the zone world you guys are at. How are you guys doing today? Hopefully everybody's doing great. It's good to see everybody's, manifesting and continuing to uplift and build your desires. So today I'm going to give you some really good information. That's going to allow you to take your mind to another level of awareness or to another level of consciousness, okay? And today I'm going to talk about what is known as your authentic self, or the real you, okay? What is the real you? The real you is known as, I would refer to it as your quantum copy, or the quantum version of yourself, all right? So how does that work? All right, guys. So in order to realize who you are and who you've become, you have to have an awareness of the versions of you. So there are two versions that exist of you, okay? Version number one is the version of who you think you are. Version number two is the version of who you actually are, okay? So let me repeat that again, because that is very important. So there exists two, I would say, carbon copies. Everything in this universe, we're all made from carbon. We're carbon-based molecules. So carbon-based copy. So there's always two versions of yourself, okay? Let's begin again. So we have let's go with version A and version B. All right. Version A is the copy of yourself, or who you think to be. That version exists within your conscious mind. It houses where your ego is. So version A goes this way. When you get up in the morning and you look in the mirror and you look at yourself and you see, oh, this is who I am. That's version A. You have an awareness of who you think you are, and you have an awareness of who others think you are to be. Hey guys, how are you guys doing? Greetings from London and everywhere. Good. So that's version A. Okay. Version B will be known as the real you. This is the real you, your authentic self. Okay. So I am here to tell you, to open you up, to let you know who you truly are, to bypass what is known as the conscious, or the rational, or the conditioned mind, the ego. Okay. So here's how it works. Part of you exists here and now, okay, and the other part exists in what is known as the quantum world, or the field of endless potentiality, or the universe, that quantum field of possibilities, source energy, God, I am. That part exists in that dimension with God, source energy, okay? Here's how it works. That part of you stays in that dimension, and that part of you funnels information, okay, to the you in this dimension through what is known as your subconscious mind. Here's how it works. You experience a little bit of it right now. It's known as your intuition, but it goes much deeper than your intuition. Your intuition is just a simple surface of your true potentiality, all right? So you have two parts, A, B, who you think you are, who you truly are. Let's focus on who you truly are, because once you realize who you truly are, boom, you can create endless opportunity. All right, so here's how it works, okay? So I'm going to show you the process on how to get to this level, okay? I'm going to show you some tips on how you can start to get your way up to that level, but it's not something that you can instantly tap into. You have to go through the layers. Remember I talk about layers, processes in the universe. Everything goes in processes, okay? Processes, consciousness, awareness. Here's how it goes. If you look around your environment right now, and you see how the universe is formed, you see how everything is created, everything goes in stages. When you were born, you came out the womb as a baby. You learned to crawl and walk. You didn't pop out and become an instant human being. When you plant a seed, the seed doesn't just pops up and becomes a tree. Those are known as processes. And your mind have these layers as well. So you have to go through the layers of your mind in order to reach the full potentiality of your higher self. Okay, so here it begins. Layer one, knowing and removing those core limiting beliefs. Okay, clears the way. Layer two, an understanding and mastering of the conditioned or egotistical mind. Okay, layer three, that's where we start to open it up now. Layer three is understanding and knowing how to use your subconscious to communicate with what is known as your higher self. All right, now if you are ready for this level, and this is what I coach and I mentor, then this is where the session, the entire coaching program begins. It begins with this. It begins to open you up from layer 1, brings you to layer 3, and then boom, we activate your higher self. Here's the benefits of activating your higher self. When you activate your higher self, things manifest becomes easily. Winning lottery tickets easy, lottery jackpots easy. You can see throughout the post, the video, 60,000 I won. But this year, last year alone, 18,000 just in some scratch off wins. Those are examples of what connectivity to your true higher self can bring. So look, so let's give you an example in real time of how your higher self communicates and works with you. All right. So let's use me for an example. All right. So we had a storm a few months back in Florida. I think it was Irma. And we had a little bit of damage to some property in my area, okay? And some of the properties that got damaged were part of my house, or my roof, so to speak, okay? So I had a little bit of damage on the roof, not major damage, but just some couple of tiles and things that came off the roof, all right? So I said, okay, so I need to get an estimate to redo my roof, okay? So I went out and I got the estimate, and the estimate to totally refinish my roof was about $10,000, right? Okay, so I said it's $10,000 to go do this roof. So I said to myself, okay, I can go ahead and I can, pay the $10,000 and get my roof done. But what I always do is this, because I know how to communicate and know how to open the channel with my higher self, I always do is I always put things to my higher self. Okay? So what I did, I went into my higher self, opened a connection, and I gave the command. And I command something along the lines that, look, I am now ready for you to provide the easiest and effortless way for me to have the means to get to create this roof. Okay? All right. So here's what happened. I let it go. Okay? Tip number 1, guys, anything that you're desiring to manifest, you must be able to detach and let it go. Okay? Boom. Let it go. All right? So let's continue with the story. So I opened my channel, I gave it to my higher self, I let it go. Now here's how it works. When you get to this level with your higher self, you'll get 2 indications, okay? There you got a level 1 indicator and a level 2 indicator. I'm going to do a level 2 indicator in a future video, but let's go with level 1 indicator. A level 1 indicator is when you ask or you give the command for something to manifest or something you desire to your higher self, you will usually get a confirmation within 24 to 78 hours of this desired thing or whatever you ask for. It will come to you in that form within 24 to 78 hours. That is known as a level 1 indicator. So let's go back an example. So I asked for a means to get this roof, right? So it was about 3 days later, I got my level 1 indicator. Driving on my driveway, and 3 houses down, I seen a truck, a big city truck. It was City of Miami, and somebody was working on another person's property roof. So the voice inside me said, hey Mark, stop and ask the guy what's going on. So I asked the city worker, I said, hey, I'm in the process of getting a roof myself to redo my roof. Can you tell me, how does this work? And the guy told me, he says, look, this roof is provided through a grant. So we're doing the work through City of Miami. And I said, a grant? He says, yeah, the City of Miami now, when it has a disaster area, they'll give out free grants to qualified homeowners to do roof repair, any type of repair. I said, whoa, okay. Didn't think anything of it. So I went on to my day, and the next night, boom, my deep level 1 indicator. I had a dream now, and in the dream, I kept seeing myself going to the Miami City website. And the next morning I got up, I said, website. So I go and I log on into the website, and look, there is a page, home repair qualification grants. So they give you grants to fix or prepare anything in your home if you qualify. Okay? There's how my higher, see now, follow guys, see how the higher self's working now. This is how it works. Your subconscious will start to create. So I seen the application, so I said, okay, I'm going to apply. The application fee was over $200 or something. But I put the application fee in, and what did I do? I let it go again. Continued on with my day. It wasn't until 2 weeks that I got a response. No, actually almost 3 weeks before I got a response in the mail. And the response came in the mail, and it says, after reviewing your application, it was deemed that you are indeed qualified to receive a grant, a home repair grant. Wow, how did that happen? Okay, so I have the grant. How much was the grant? $18,000. Free money to fix my roof. My roof was only quoted $10,000 from a repair guy. Okay, gets better. So I already have the grant now, so I can do the roof. A week later, I'm at the coffee shop having some coffee, sitting down. There's another gentleman that walked in, and when he walked in, his shirt, he was a repair guy, had a big truck out there, and his shirt was something along the line ASE Roofing, a home repair. I didn't have the intention to ask him any questions, but something says, hey Mark, talk to that guy. I says, okay. Higher self. Talk to the guy. I said, listen, I have a quote to repair my roof, and I'd like to get a second opinion. He said, do you have any pictures of the roof? And I said, yeah. So I put in my phone and I showed him a couple pictures of the damage. It wasn't big damage. So he says, okay, call him back in 2 hours. Okay? So I called the gentleman back in 2 hours. When I called him back, he says, yeah, I can do your roof for you, and I can do it with a 2-year warranty, and I can get it done in 2 days. I said, how much? He said, $5,823. Keep in mind, I got a grant for $18,000 to fix my roof, and I'm only going to use $5,000 out of that to fix my roof. Today my roof is fixed, clean, and clear. Boom. Example of connection with your higher self. That's how it works. When you get to this level, that's how things will manifest for you. But in order to get to this level, guys, we must what? We must get through the layers of our minds. Mind layer. The reason why it's difficult for a lot of individuals to get to that layer of their mind is because of what? The ego, the conditioned mind, the limiting beliefs. It bogs down your true higher self. Your higher self is always there communicating with you guys. But the issue is this. The communication is blocked because of what? What you believe or what you perceive yourself to be. Okay? That's how it works. Where did you go to find the grant? Well, the grant was posted on the City of Miami website. So for homeowners, because in Florida, when we have disasters, they always put certain things out to help individuals. So it just happened that it was a disaster relief program, and I got qualified. But here, there's no such thing as chance, coincidence, luck. I put it to my higher self. It created the right circumstances, the right environment, put me in the right place at the right time, and I got what I desired. That's the beauty of a connection with your higher self, okay? And this is what I want you guys to start to learn and take advantage of. And this is what a lot of you guys that coach and mentor with me, you are experiencing right this minute. And this is the beginning now. We go through, I remove your limiting beliefs, go into your mind, you master it, then I can get you into your higher self. All right? So here's the key now. Let's talk some more about how it works and how you can start to tap into it. Okay? You have to remember how things are first created within the universe. Remember, guys, there is no such thing as a solidity or a material universe. The things that you're touching and seeing are just your brain's best guess of what it looks like, okay? Reality can easily be manipulated because it's energy, vibration. Everything you see is vibrating at such a high rate of speed that your eyes cannot grasp the solidity, and it looks solid to you. So you must remember that. You can do that. All right. Now, guys, with the coaching sessions, I've been getting a lot of emails, and it seems when I give the email address out, it's mhoughton76@gmail.com. It's not mhoughton@gmail.com. I spoke to a few of you guys, and they said that the email, I've been getting a lot of emails, and it's going to somebody else's email. So just to clarify, it's mhoughton76@gmail.com. And if you're ready to get to this part of your mind, you can always contact me, and I can get you into coaching sessions to get you to this part of your mind where you can start to create. And this is the key. Once you access the part of your mind which is known as your authentic true self, then all you do is this. You'll put in a command. You'll know the command code. You put in a command, okay? you will let it go. Once you let it go, you don't go back and ask for the same thing twice. Okay, you let it go. Once you let it go, then you look for your level 1 indicator. The level 2 indicator is another story. We'll talk about that more. But I'm going to help you right now here. If for the coaching sessions, you can just contact me, and we'll discuss it. Now, I've broken down the sessions into 2 parts. Part 1, where you can just diagnose and remove your limiting beliefs. That's right, mharton76@gmail. Part 1, we diagnose, remove your limiting beliefs. Now, part 2 is the whole session. It's about a 2 to 3 months program, and that's where we get into from layers. We go in layers. We go to get your limiting beliefs out. We go into mastering your conscious egotistical mind. Then you go into the subconscious. Then you go into opening up to establish the higher self link. So I'm giving you guys some tips now that you can start to get ready to use it now. Tip number 1, let things go. If you want something and you put it out, you must believe with faith and expectation that it must occur. That's number 1. Let it go. Detachment. Okay. Number 2, have an awareness of how your reality is created. That's the biggest tip right there. Have a reality of how things is created. Look, quantum physics proves that to us in laboratory experiments. Cannot deny it. Look, there's a difference between facts and opinions. Okay? I have opinion, you have opinion. Facts we cannot refute. Facts have proven how the material or perceived material universe is, and it's not material. It's not physically real. Everything is energy. Momentum, law of critical mass. You can change it. It all begins first within your mind. Remember, I always say this, remember, your brain uses your eyes as an instrument to see. Not the other way. Your eyes don't use your brain. Your brain uses your eyes. Just like the real you uses your mind to create your reality. The real you is a spiritual, non-physical part of you that exists out there with God, universe, whatever you want to call it. But the quantum field, the intelligence, I call it God, I am. That's how he funnels information. That's how you get divine information. You have to remember, guys, you will only get divine information. Only way you can get divine information is where? It's through your subconscious. You don't get divine information through your conscious. Why? If you cannot get divine information through your conscious, because your conscious mind holds an ego, and the ego can think and it can rationalize. So if you do get divine intervention, divine thing to create something or to do something, you're going to throw it out as luck. You're going to say this is some luck or something, because the mind, that egotistical mind, is tainted. So when the universe or your higher self communicates to you, it never communicates to you through your conscious. Because if it comes to your conscious, you're automatically going to kick it out, because you're going to say, your conscious is going to reason to say, this is luck, this is coincidence, I don't believe this, bye-bye. So it communicates to you through the infinite channel, which is what? Your higher self, your subconscious. That's the key. Your higher self and your subconscious. That is where your authentic self will communicate to you. All right, guys? Keep in mind that. So anything, here's a big tip I'm going to give you. Remember this, and I do this when I coach and I mentor. Here's a big tip for all you guys watching YouTube. If you follow these 2 methods, you will always go in the right direction. Here it is. Number 1, any desire or anything that you desire or want, okay? Anything that you can think of or desire, that you desire or want, that's moving you into the direction you want to go, it is coming from your higher self. Any desire that you do not want, or any negative feeling or emotion that is moving you away from what you want, it's coming from your conditioned mind. There it is, the awareness. Just give it to you. So now, anything you're doing in your life, and you want to do something, and you get that doubt and that negative feeling, boom, you know that's coming from where? Conditioned mind. What is a conditioned mind? Ego. What is the ego? Limited. What does it do? Gives you with what? Illusions. What else? Cannot create. Okay? Bogs you down. So what do? You go to where? Feelings, emotions, the languages of the subconscious, the higher self. So that's the key. Remember, your higher self is always communicating with you. It never leaves you alone. It's there for you. It's always constant. It's constantly fueling information that can generate you wealth, prosperity, health, love, whatever you want. It's always streaming that information, because where it's connected to is connected to the infinite source. But here's the issue. It's a block there. You're blocked. And you're blocked by what? You're blocked by your ego. You're blocked by your limiting beliefs. Okay? Those things will fuse and create what? Illusions. They'll fuse and create blocks. Your higher self can't completely come in. It's just getting a little information in and there. And the little information you're getting in and there is coming from your intuition. So that little intuition you get, that's just a sample. Imagine if you can remove all those limiting beliefs, master your ego, your conscious mind. Imagine how that door busts wide open now. And everything fuels, and everything that you need, you want to create, you can have it at your hands. All you do is you go in, you command your higher self, and it will bring it to you. Okay? That's how it works, guys. And once you get to that level, there's no more. You go up more, then you can go to the top level, which is a super conscious mind, and we'll get to that in the future. So these are some tips. Tip 1, any desire that's moving you away from what you want, it is always coming from the conscious, egotistical. Any desire that is moving you towards what you want is coming from your higher self. So what? Take the correct steps and follow your higher self. You must bypass the ego, okay? Tip number 2, never, ever, ever ignore, curse, belittle your ego. If you do that, you're building it stronger. What you resist will persist. Remember, we live in a what? An attraction-based universe. Thoughts become energy. Energy always follows thought. Here's a tip how to deal with your ego. Here's how you're going to deal with your ego. You must not ignore. You must just acknowledge. And if your ego is acting up, talk to the ego as you would a small child, but in a stern but loving way, not a rude, crude way. Okay? Those are tips. Don't ignore, don't belittle, don't belligerent, don't curse your ego, because you're only making it stronger. Okay? Give you another tip. How to get in tune to develop that link with your higher self. Meditation. Not meditation where you have to sit for 15 minutes, 20 hours, or 30 minutes. Not that type of meditation. Meditation is simply breathing in, breathing out, have your mind centered. Here's another tip. A centered mind. If you could have your mind centered, then you're always in contact or in connection with your higher self. Here's why. What is a centered mind? A centered mind is a mind that's in the present moment. How do you get in the present moment? Here's a big tip. If your mind is in the future or in the past, you're not in the present moment. So there it is. What's the tip? Awareness. Monitor your thoughts, watch your thoughts, bring it in. All right, guys? So those are just some quick tips and some help to get you guys started. Now, as always, you can reach me, mhoughton76@gmail.com. And if you're ready to get that level of your mind, of course, you can always, you know where to reach me. And that's the beginning. But that's why I put this information out. I try to help as many as possible. All you guys are doing great. I am over flooded with so much emails of individual success that a lot of individuals are really discovering their true potential, and they're seeing how their mind works. And the lottery, guys, the lottery is just one example that I use to manifest. But this goes on all spectrum of your life, from your health to your relationship to businesses to just a better self-awareness of yourself. If you have someone you want to get back, relationship, anything, losing weight, all these things, guys, you can do it with the power of your mind. And that's what I mentor and I coach. All right, guys? Yes, the universe can mirror your dream daily. Exactly. So you guys continue to implement and remember, take advantage, use these tips because they work. Remember, present moment awareness. Okay, that's a big tip. Keep your mind in the present. Meditation. Do your breathing, center your mind. Okay, have an awareness of which one of your mind is trying to be in control. The mind that's taking you from where you want is always going to be what? The ego. Yeah. Super conscious class. Yes, the super conscious class. First, in order to get to super conscious, we have to get through those layers. So you got to get to limiting beliefs, conscious, subconscious, then we go to super conscious. So it takes a little time, but you can get there. But just remember what I said, you know, everything is in layers. The universe exists in layers, processes. And remember, your subconscious has no awareness of time. So to it, everything is happening right now. So we have to be aware and not to put time into anything, because if you put time, you create doubt, and the conscious mind will think and start to reason and start to doubt. That's what you remember. The universe will create. This is what time really is. This is how time really works. To your subconscious, your higher self. When you put something into your higher self, it's already created in the now. This is what time is. Time is for the quantum particles to merge, to join, to create matter, to materialize, to be presented into this reality. That's what time. So what is time? It's just a complex event of cause and effect to materialize. That's all it is, but it's already created for you. All right? So keep those tips in mind, guys. And of course, remember, you can always reach me, mhoughton76@gmail.com. And always remember, continue to focus on what you want or desire, because once you continue to focus on what you want and desire, guess what? You are moving towards the very thing that you want to attract. Force your mind to focus on good things. If your mind, the ego, is conditioned to always focus on negative, it will fight you. It always puts you on what you don't want. But get awareness, turn it around, and focus on what you want. You vibrate high, and you'll be on towards your desires. All right, guys? Thank you so much, and we'll do another video. And give suggestions for videos if you guys want help on anything. You know, drop me an email. Let me know what videos we can help you out, and I could definitely get you some videos to help with detachment. What else? Letting go and detachment, manifestations. All right. Thank you, guys.